Coming in at number 5 in our Cracked Racquets ITA preseason poll, the USC Trojans. The Trojans ended last year's shortened season as the number 1 ranked team in the land, and they will be looking to keep the baton rolling into 2021. Head coach Brett Macy's squad was in the midst of an outstanding campaign in 2020, capturing the ITA National Team Indoor Championships last February and suffering only one dual match defeat throughout the duration of the season. Coach Macy has no shortage of talent to work with in 2021, as he brings back almost every major contributor from last year's squad. Fourth-year Daniel Kucherman was ranked number 1 in the country just last season, and he will have no trouble stepping into the role of top player and leader for the Trojans this year. Fans will also be excited to see veteran guys like Riley Smith and Moore Bullis back in the fold, as they have been fantastic throughout their careers. Throw in the experience of guys like Bradley Fry, Jake Stans, Stefan Dostanic, and others, and it seems like all of the pieces of the puzzle are on the table for the Trojans this season. Examining the roster. Coach Macy will be relying on his seniors Riley Smith and Daniel Kucherman to lead the way both on and off the court for the Trojans in 2021. Smith and Kucherman have seen and done it all when it comes to the biggest stages in collegiate tennis. Their experience and steady presence at the top of the lineup will be invaluable as USC navigates a dual match season that will be as unpredictable and unlike any we've seen before. Kucherman is definitely one of the best players in the nation, and the Trojans know he can beat any other guy on any given day. Even though he's played primarily at the number 2 position, the speedy right-hander had a 26-2 overall singles record last season and was on a 7-match win streak when competition was canceled last March. While the 6'7" Smith may not have been that successful, he held an impressive 17-5 overall singles record and was on a 5-match win streak himself when things got shut down. As good as he is in singles, Smith may be even more valuable in the doubles court, as he went 27-5 overall on the season, including an 11-1 record in dual matches. Beyond the seniors, juniors Moore Bullis, Bradley Fry, and Jake Sands give Coach Macy plenty of depth to look towards at the bottom of the lineup. Bullis has been rock solid for the Trojans since joining the team in 2019. He posted a 22-5 singles record last season and was ranked as high as number 9 in the country in the fall of 2019. Beyond the juniors, sophomore Stefan Dostanic and Ryder Jackson can also be counted on to contribute to the Trojans this season. Both guys held up well in the big moments as freshmen and should be ready to contribute at an even higher degree this season. The Trojans also gained a potential impact freshman in Ludwig Westrate. Having competed in all 4 junior slams, Westrate has the ability to jump in and make noise for the team very early in the season. While Coach Macy will not need to rely on him from the get-go, don't be surprised if Westrate makes rapid improvements this spring and is contributing down the stretch run. Possible lineups. As far as the lineups go, it should be fairly easy to predict based on what we saw last year. Kucherman is the number 1 guy without any question, and will be steering the ship for the Trojans this entire season. We expect Smith and Bullis to fill out the top half of the lineup, and have Stefan Dostanic as our only other lock in the Trojan singles lineup. Things get a little more interesting at 5 and 6. Coach Macy could elect to go with his more experienced players and start Sands and Fry, but he could also turn to his younger guys in Jackson and Westrate. We expect a bit of a rotation in the lower part of the lineup to start the season. However, we also know what we see in January could be totally different from what we end up seeing in April and May. What's achievable? If you commit to play tennis for USC, the goals are already set in stone. It's pretty simple for the Trojans. Compete and win the Pac-12 conference and put yourself in a position to win the national championship. In terms of the conference, USC should absolutely be one of the favorites, if not the outright top contender to win the Pac-12 in 2021. Of course, it's never easy, especially with teams like Stanford and UCLA vying for the same crown, but this Trojan squad has all of the pieces to bring home a Pac-12 crown. Looking at the national landscape, we would be shocked to see the Trojans finish any worse than a quarterfinal berth in the NCAA tournament. That would be the minimum. Could they potentially reach the Final Four, or even one step further? There's no question in our mind that this team has that capability. Losing a guy like Brandon Holt certainly hurts, and reaching the Final Four in 2021 will be as difficult as any season in college tennis history. However, these Trojans go at least 8 deep, and you should be sure to keep your eyes on them, as they will be making noise throughout the 2021 season.